One of the ways I come up with ideas for content for this channel is from you guys. I got sent an email from a watcher on the channel who said they had to have the battery in their Ford F150 Lightning replaced. The battery had a defect. Now, this is very uncommon. Don't get me wrong, so don't be afraid that if you buy an electric car, your battery is going to suddenly have problems and you'll need it replaced. It's very rare, but it can happen. However, you don't want this to happen out of warranty, because I've found out now what the cost is to replace the battery in an F150 Lightning. And it's actually more than half the price of the vehicle. They are very, very expensive. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm the Electric Viking. Great to see you. Welcome to all the new subscribers. New subscribers, my name's Sam Evans. Great to have you. I'm coming to you from Melbourne, Australia. Welcome back, everyone else. Thank you for supporting the channel. Appreciate it. The point of this channel really is to tell everyone that an F150 Lightning is much better than an F150 gasoline-powered vehicle. You're going to have less depreciation. The vehicle's going to last longer for you. The features are way better. I mean, can you plug in your power tools to your F150, which is powered by gas? No, you can't. The Lightning is a much better vehicle. But the battery packs, they're pretty pricey. Now, remember back when the original cheapest Ford F150 Lightning cost $40,000 for about a week? Well, it wasn't a week, but you know, it was $40,000 for a little bit. And I said it was the bargain of the decade. Well, the thing was, at that time, the cost to replace the battery pack was listed at $28,556, meaning nearly 75% of the cost of the vehicle. But if you wanted to replace the long range battery pack, well, there is where things get really scary. Now, the optional 131 kilowatt hour extended range battery, which is available on the XLT and the Lariat, adding at the time that it was released $19,500 to the price of the vehicle, has 33 kilowatt hours extra over the standard battery pack. It's also going to give you a fair bit more range. In fact, the range of that vehicle is now around 310 miles. So it's got a good level of range. It's a big battery pack. For some context here, the battery pack you'll find in a Tesla Model 3 is around about a 60 kilowatt hour size. So it's more than twice the size of that battery pack. But the price to replace it is $36,000. $36,000. So yeah, you kind of want to hope that this battery is going to last a long time. Do we know if it will? Honestly, we don't. We don't really know. Realistically, I think you're probably going to get around 300,000 miles of range from the vehicle using this battery pack. You could get more, you could get less. No one really knows because they're not very old yet. And the truth is, this battery technology it's a bit different. For example, it's a lithium ternary battery pack, and because, Tesla are not producing these battery packs, Panasonic don't produce the battery packs, CATL don't produce the battery packs, BYD don't produce the battery packs, and they're not a lithium iron phosphate battery. You're definitely going to get less charges from the batteries. In lithium iron phosphate, you get more charges than you will in a lithium ternary battery. Now, this is a lithium ternary battery in this car, and reports are saying that it'll give you around 250,000 miles before you need to replace the battery. Now, I think there's a good chance it'll actually last longer than that, but it really comes down to one thing, and that's how you charge the battery. If you're consistently charging to 100% and you're using fast chargers, you're going to get a lot less life out of the battery. Obviously, if you charge to a lower capacity, say you charge it to 80% and you don't use fast chargers, you probably get double the battery life. I can't say for sure, but that's an approximate number. So Ford's F-150 Lightning, it was an absolute bargain when it was revealed, when it was new. But the prices have increased twice since that happened, which I think we all expected. The electric pickup truck saw a substantial price increase in August for the 2023 model year. But now the cost to purchase a Lightning has increased a bit more, as first reported by CNBC. The base Lightning Pro, which originally started at $41,770, now costs more than $50,000. It's still good value though, to be fair. That base model now costs $51,974 as a result of a recent $5,000 price increase. The top spec platinum version now costs $97,000, but that still means that it's cheaper than the Sierra electric pickup truck, which costs around $105,000 US, and actually sold out. The Edition 1 sold out within 24 hours. I made a video all about that pickup truck and about it selling out. I'll put a link in the description below to that video. Now here's 9 important things about the F-150 Lightning that you may or may not know. The range figures for this vehicle are pretty accurate. Users say that when they get the F-150 Lightning, they're getting about the quoted range. If it says it has 200 miles left of range, you're going to get about 200 miles. And that seems very, very common. Now, of course, if you're towing, you're definitely not going to get that range. If you add some weight to the bed of the vehicle, of course, range will go down as well. But that'd be like any vehicle, gasoline-powered vehicle, the same exact thing would happen. The 2023 Ford F-150 Lightning is very fast. It's way faster than any gasoline pickup truck, way faster than the Raptor. It makes the Raptor look slow. The extended range battery pack model produces 580 horsepower and 775 pound-feet of torque. It can accelerate from 0 to 60 miles an hour in less than 4 seconds. If you've driven a Raptor and you thought that was fast, this is going to absolutely blow your mind. Number 3, the Lightning is dead quiet. That's one of the things I love about electric cars. Some people might find it hard to get used to a vehicle being quiet, but personally, I think that means you can listen to your music, have conversations, and not get that thing where you actually get a headache when you drive a long distance. I mean, if you drive, say, 10 hours type distance, you eventually find out you feel like you're getting a headache from the drone of the outside noise. And of course, from the engine noise as well. Reviews say that the F-150 Lightning is extremely comfortable to drive. The seats are big, they're well padded, and they're very supportive for long drives, according to all the reviews that I've seen. And the F-150 Lightning has a very smooth ride over most surfaces. Now, one of the reasons it drives so well is because all the weight of the car is in the bottom, and it's equally spread out across the base of the car. And one of the big disadvantages of a gasoline-powered pickup truck is you've got all the weight at the front of the car, and really it's pretty high up. With an electric car, all the weight is at the very, very base of the car, and you can spread that weight out evenly. Now, one of the other big advantages of the F-150 Lightning is the fact that you can put things in where the engine would go, right? No engine, there's a space there, and you can lock that. So if you've got something valuable, if you're trying to carry gold bars or cocaine from one country to another, just fill up that trunk, and no one will probably even look in there. Now, one minor negative is some people are saying that the running boards are very slippery. They don't mesh with grippy skateboard shoes all that well. So I'm going to guess that they don't probably mesh with any shoes. Some people are saying that one other small negative of the car is that it's not that great for small people. The 2022 Ford F-150 Lightning has a tall ground clearance of 8.9 inches, but the sides of the bed, they're pretty tall as well. If, for example, you're about 5 foot tall, you probably won't be able to see over the side of the bed. Other trucks like the GMC Sierra have steps built into the bumper, making the bed easy to access. Now, the F-150 does have a built-in step, but you'll have to open the tailgate and press a few buttons to actually pull it out. And the step does sit very high off the ground. Other trucks provide faster and easier access for vertically challenged people that don't require opening the tailgate. If you want one of those, the Sierra EV or the upcoming Silverado EV is one of them. But getting back to the frunk, it's actually quite big, and some electric cars, they don't have a frunk. You would think they all would, but many actually don't. So this is quite a good feature. In the Ford F-150 Lightning, there's 14.1 cubic feet of cargo space. And of course, it's even weatherproof. It can hold up to 400 pounds of weight, and many people are very surprised by just how big the space in there is. If you want to open it, you can do that with the key fob. So you don't need to go inside the car, you can just press a button on the key fob and it'll open the front up for you. Now, what about the technology on the car? Well, many people are saying that the technology actually works, and it works pretty well. The 15.1 inch infotainment system, according to the reviews that I've read, actually works quite nicely. And it has attractive graphics, everything works quickly, and even without many physical controls in the car, the controls are easy to find and get to. If you're going to buy a pickup truck, definitely worth considering. Even though the price has been increased twice, probably due to the fact that Ford have more than 200,000 reservations and won't be able to make enough cars to come anywhere near meeting demand for the next couple of years, there's still good value. Would I buy this or the Chevy Silverado electric pickup truck? Well, I've actually got a reservation for the Tesla Cybertruck, but second to the Cybertruck, My second favorite vehicle is the GM Silverado electric pickup truck. Thanks for watching, my friends. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below.